You know, I really thought that we'd seen the back of the Japoma Stadium, but after losing our place in the AFCON group stage at the Japoma Stadium, Algeria's next game will be at the Japoma Stadium. Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm actually in shock. So in today's video, as you may have guessed by now, the dates, times, stadiums have been announced for Algeria's two upcoming World Cup qualifying playoffs against Cameroon. Now, of course, we knew we had to play against Cameroon. They are ultimately the third place team at AFCON 2021. It's probably one of the toughest games we could have got out of that pot. And we now know the long-awaited dates, times and venues of these matches. So I'll just quickly run you through how it's going to work. We're going to play in Cameroon first. So it will be Cameroon against Algeria on Friday the 25th of March 2022. That game is going to be a 5 PM kickoff. And that game will be happening in Douala in the Japoma Stadium, where Algeria failed to win a single game at AFCON 2021. That's right, Cameroon, despite the fact that they've got wonderful pitches in Yaoundé, where they played the majority of their games at the Africa Cup of Nations, they've decided to bring Algeria back to Douala, where they know Algeria struggled. So 25th of March, that's a Friday, 5 PM kickoff GMT time. And then on Tuesday, the 29th of March, the return leg, Algeria against Cameroon, 7:30 GMT in the evening. Now, the clocks will have gone forward in the UK, so if you are in the UK, that's going to be an 8:30 kickoff, I believe, UK time. So, of course, if Algeria do finish that game, making it to the World Cup on Tuesday evening, it's going to spark some very late celebrations in London. You're looking at about, what, 10:30, 11 o'clock when that game finally does finish, you know, because it could even go to penalties and stuff like that. And that game's going to be in Blida. Not in the new Orange Stadium, not in the 5th July Stadium. It will be in Blida. It will have fans. And of course, Algeria, as repeated many times on this channel, and hopefully, inshallah, I'll continue to repeat, Algeria have never lost a single football match in Blida. I think it's something like 40 games in Blida, 0 losses. So it's quite the fortress. It's a smaller field, not like these big Cameroon pitches. So of course, the big headline is the fact that we're playing in the Japoma Stadium again, in Douala. So a bit of a background, the Douala Stadium, the Japoma Stadium, was one of 2 grounds, I think, built for AFCON. So it's a very, very new stadium. Now, in terms of like the infrastructure, like the seats and the arena and the amount of fans you can get inside, it's actually really good and really nice. The problem with that pitch is the actual grass, the turf, is really poor. And we saw at AFCON the mud going everywhere. It's like playing on sand. They even spray painted the grass green, so it looks good on the cameras. Now, of course, Algeria did lose a couple of games there at AFCON. We drew to Sierra Leone there, and then we lost to Equatorial Guinea, which broke the unbeaten record, and then we lost to Ivory Coast and went home. We scored 1 goal in 3 games in that stadium. So Cameroon and Samuel Eto'o, they've done a cheeky one. They've done a cheeky, sneaky one. Therefore, Algeria struggled here massively. Instead of bringing them to our own capital, we're going to take them to Douala to play in the Japoma Stadium, where they're already going to be suffering like trauma from what's happened at AFCON, which means we're probably going to be staying in the same hotels again that we stayed in for the AFCON, which we're going to have poor memories. Now, the only thing you can say is that Algeria have the opportunity to sort of put right what went wrong, so like go there and make it right in the same place and make up for it. That's the only good way you can look at it. But in terms of playing our football, it's going to be very hard. Now, the players have the experience now of playing on that pitch. They know what it's like. They know the challenges. They know what we're up against. It's going to be 5 PM GMT, which means it's going to be humid and warm, as we've seen at the AFCON, the hot temperatures and the humidity. So that's going to be difficult, but we have got 3 games there. Belmadi knows all about that pitch now, so he can hopefully prepare better for this game, because it's only 1 game, and it's going to be pretty much a trip straight back to Algiers, getting ready for the Blida game. And also, there's rumours that Belmadi will organise some sort of pre-match training camp in Guinea to really drill home and prepare these players for that game in Cameroon. So Friday at 5, on the 25th of March, we'll have Cameroon against Algeria in the afternoon, which hopefully won't be spoiling our weekends. And then you've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday night. We were always going to play in the evening. We love an evening game. You know what it will be like. The Algerian TV will stick the news on. After the news, the game's going to kick off. So 7:30 GMT, 8:30 I think British summertime, that game's going to kick off. And with the fans, it's going to be an incredible atmosphere. I think Algeria played Cameroon in the last World Cup qualifying campaign. Was that in Blida as well? It finished 1-1. I think Soudani scored in that game, but I don't think we'll see Soudani this time. And hopefully, you know, with the fans and that atmosphere and the fireworks and stuff and the cheering, the fans are going to fill that stadium from 10 AM until the evening. They'll fill the stadium, so it will be incredible. And obviously that'll be, what, like a few days before Ramadan starts, so hopefully, you know, everyone is going to be buzzing for this game, and whatever result we take from Douala, we can put right in Blida. So of course, if we even do lose at that Japoma Stadium again, wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world, because we can fix it at home. Now, if anything AFCON showed is that Egypt managed to do a job on them, and defensive football. But, you know, say we finish that game in Cameroon 0-0, all we've got to do is win the home game. So we don't necessarily have to go there and score. We could just shut up shop, like bring like a Guardiola back and just defend and clatter everyone. Just get a game plan. I think the plan is to go to Cameroon and just not get, you know, completely smashed. Like, say we go to Cameroon and we lose 3-0, I think that's the tie over. I think it's very difficult to come back from that. If we go there and we lose 2-1, very much, or 1-0, we're very much still in the tie. So the pitch is the problem. I'm more worried about the pitch than the actual Cameroon team. We know Abubakar and Toko Akambe are the threats, but you nullify those, you nullify Cameroon. They'll probably play their three at the back again. So we know Samuel Eto'o upstairs has got plenty of tricks up his sleeve, and plus Cameroon are going to be hurting from the fact that they didn't win AFCON in their own country. So Dave took us to Douala, which is a disgrace. That Japoma Stadium is a disgrace. How CAF and FIFA or whatever have allowed that is ridiculous, unless of course they fix it in the upcoming weeks. But surely Cameroon are shooting themselves in the foot. Are they not making it harder for themselves by playing on that pitch as well? But anyway, the Blida game is going to be massive. That night, that 29th of March evening, if Algeria, you know, qualify, they're going to be rocking all over all over the world, really, all the diaspora and everything. And I don't think they'll be going to work or school the next day. It'll be a pretty late one. So yeah, so the dates and times have been announced. I'll repeat them again. Cameroon, Algeria, March 25 at 5 PM. And then Algeria, Cameroon on Tuesday, the 29th of March with the home fans. And that could be the ticket that gets us to Qatar, hopefully, inshallah. And that's going to be a 7:30 GMT kickoff for Algeria against Cameroon. So what are your thoughts on that scheduling? I think the good thing is there is enough time between the two games. I think playing 26 and then 29 would have been a very quick turnaround. But yeah, we know what to deal with in Japoma. We've played there before. We've never lost in Blida as well. So, you know, hopefully we're going to get it right this time. And I think knocking out Cameroon to make it to the World Cup will make people forget about the AFCON. And I think people will forget about that. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on those fixtures in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.